Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Angie Hunt. We're in studio at LDRS Creative, so happy to be here with you guys today, yay. Hello to everybody who's coming in. Looks like we have a bunch of you already, so happy to see everybody. Hello to Dieta is here, and Deborah Price is in from Michigan, and Myrna is here from Orlando, Florida. Desiree, welcome. Phyllis Zimmerman is in the house tonight too, and Wendy Gift from Snowy, PA. Who else is here? Vicki Rogers, a big hello. Connie Dunbar is in from West Virginia. Arlette is here from Western Oregon. Barbara Cohn, hello. Brenda is in from Kentucky, and Mary also from Michigan. Cindy Patty, hello, darling. Oh my goodness.
Is that Will?
Is that Will? Is that Will?
I don't think he exists.
Identify yourself, Will. Elaine is here. Hello to Rita Matina, also in Michigan, and Elsie is coming in from St. Catharines, Ontario. Mary Kay from Lapeer, Michigan. A lot of Michiganders. It's so awesome. Hello to Lori from Robert Lee, Texas. Mary Ann Cabana is here, and oh hey, Wayne is in from the Scrapbook Studio in Tavares, Florida. I'm actually going to be doing a class there on February 7th. I'm trying to remember. For some reason, I'm having a little brain issue. I can't remember if it's the 7th or the 8th or if it's the 7th. Wayne put the information out there because for some reason, I'm almost 57, so, God help me. I can't remember stuff very well anymore. But the Scrapbook Studio, I'm actually going to be doing a class in person there. We're actually doing a wonderful event. If you go to the Scrapbook Studio, Wayne, please put your website up there. Feel free to put a link, on your website to, your LDRS products, and put your address up there. You can tell everybody about what's going on. And welcome. It looks, who else is here? Is it Rich? Oh, it says Kathy Mann, I think it said. It just went right off the screen. So hello to Kathy. Yes, it looks like it is. It looks like it is Will. Brenda is here. Hello from Sedona, Arizona, on a little trip. It's so great to see so many people coming in. And I'm so sorry. I am my goodness, February 7th for the make and take. Excellent. And February 8th then for the classes. It's going to be really, really fun. We've got some wonderful projects. So here's the thing. Here's the deal. We have a new collection that is going to be coming out in February. And we actually were in trade show for it today. And so for the class that we're doing there in February, it's actually going to be all new collection. So if you're in the area, please come to the event because it's going to be so much fun. February 7th for the make and take, and then February 8th for the class. So I was going to tell you too, I just have to tell you, so I'm actually going in for some allergy testing on Saturday, and they said that I can't take, for 4 days prior, I can't take any of my allergy medications. So I'm kind of an itchy mess. So if you see me being really fidgety and you see me constantly scratching my arms and stuff, I'm not diseased, I promise you, and I'm clean. I'm just...
You're making me itchy.
I know. It's just, I feel like my skin is crawling with all this itching, and I can't take any medication right now for it. So it's kind of making me a little bit crazy. That's why I keep reaching around and scratching my back. My goodness, I'm a mess. Whatever. Okay, done. That is my complaint for the evening. Where's the show? Brenda says, where's the show? I'm not sure if that's for me or if that's for somebody else.
That's for the Florida.
Oh, for Florida.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Let's see if I can...
It's Wayne just put the event details on there. There's a link. It's at the Scrapbook Studio in Tavares, Florida. So it's a little bit north of Orlando.
I just put...
What?
I just threw it into YouTube.
Okay, so Alan put it in YouTube. So Wayne's got it out on Facebook. Alan just popped it into YouTube as well. So definitely check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we are here tonight to be working with some puzzle scenes. Going to have a little bit of fun with these. I'm actually going to be working with the Hearts puzzle scenes, bringing in the Hugs and Kisses postage collage. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but we got a restock of stamps in a couple of days ago. A lot of our stamps from the All Occasions collection had sold out, so those are restocked now. But please, here's what I would tell you too. Always shop at the retail stores first, okay? I really, we do everything that we can to try and support the retail stores because they're so important to us. So I always want to encourage you to shop the retail stores. Again, they're just so important to the industry. They're working really hard for everybody too. So definitely, make that your first step, to shop. So anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go overhead so I can show you what we're going to be crafting with tonight. It's always, before we go overhead, it's always like, I always like to show how things mix and match. So if you're not familiar with LDRS Creative, when we design, I think we have a pretty maybe signature look to our products. And we always try and design things so that you can bring in things from previous collections, and we're always kind of forward thinking as well, so that we can mix and match and bring things together. When you get products home from LDRS Creative, I don't want you to just use them once or twice. My goal is that you're reaching for them all the time. And using them in different ways. And that's why we do these lives. That's why I do this on Thursday evenings, is not just to show you how to use the products, but how to mix and match the products so that you don't have stuff just sitting there. I don't ever want you to have your products just sitting there. I want you to play with them and be creative. So we're going to go ahead and go overhead, and we're going to get started. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more, Mr. Hunt. Okay.
Good.
Yep. So these are the two items that we put into a bundle for you. These are the two products that we're going to be featuring tonight. So for those of you that have never seen the puzzles, this might be your very first puzzle. So the very first time we introduced puzzles, puzzle scenes, it was in a Christmas collection that we did earlier in the year, or last year, middle of last year. And with that, we had the puzzle frames. They were initially called Christmas puzzle frames because I had no idea that this was going to take off and we were going to have so many requests for more puzzle scenes. So yours may say Christmas puzzle scenes. If you're purchasing a set, currently of, not scenes, frames, if you're just getting into this and you're going to purchase your puzzle frames, we have since removed the word Christmas and they're just puzzle frames. Because we're adding, this is going to be like a compendium product line again, where we're adding a lot of puzzle scenes to it. And so you only have to have one set of puzzle frames. And that's going to be like your universal set, and we're going to keep building on it. So I am going to be using these tonight. I'm not going to use this main puzzle frame here. I'm actually going to be playing with the little bits, the additional pieces today. So I'm going to be crafting with those. Using the Hearts puzzle scenes is going to be the main event, and then we're going to show how it combines really nicely with the Hugs and Kisses postage collage. So you got, many of you are already familiar. We had the stack and collage product line. To that, we added postage collage, and then we also added the puzzles. The puzzles are part of the whole collage line. Everything works together. It all just kind of mixes and matches really nicely together. So a few other things that I'm pulling in to this. One of them is our standard arches. I think I'm going to use these. Now, I don't have a card planned out. I kind of have something in my head, but I haven't tested anything, so no idea how this is going to go. But I have the standard arches, and I pulled my stitched scalloped arches, I pulled a new one. I don't know what I did with my set. If you guys could see the studio right now, because we had trade show going on, everything is just all over the place. So I had to pull a new one. Excuse me. And then I also pulled the nested postage collage dies. These are currently sold out in our store. You know, if you look to your, you know, your favorite retail store, you know, click on the link that Wayne put out there. They may have some of these in stock. These are sold out currently right now in our store. They're not even going to be restocked until later in March. They sold out so fast, I couldn't believe it. But I'm actually not going to be using the postage frame pieces from this set. I'm going to be using the accessory pieces because those will cut and fit a lot of the shapes that are in our postage collage stamp sets. Okay, the Hugs and Kisses is just one of those. One of these, we have a few of these, and we're going to be continuing to add to these as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and if you're not familiar, these arches will nest into the scallops. So we're going to be playing with that. Hopefully, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to get started with some frames. And so I've pulled, what have I pulled here? I pulled a piece of red cardstock, just any cardstock. I think that's Basil. And then this is my Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. I just have a few pieces of this. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I've grabbed some inks, 3 of our hybrids. So I've got Soft Kisses, Lipstick Jungle, and Kiss Me Red. They look very, you know, lovey-dovey, Valentine-y. I've got Raven, which, by the way, is back in stock. And then I also grabbed Alloy. We'll see what I use. I am going to be starting off with Raven. That I do know. Now, usually when I do stack and collage, I work with just with a, you know, just a little like acrylic block. But I do want to be a little more precise and a little more, you know, I might need to stamp these more than once. So I'm going to be using my stamping platform or my little mini Misty. I'm going to stamp some shapes here. One of the things something I want to check real quick. Where did I put them? So here we go. No, not that. I wanted to check these. So here's my arches. This is one of the things I play with just to see how it's going to work. So here's one of my arches. I'm looking at this full arch here. So you're probably wondering too why we have multiple arches. First of all, this arch here, if you notice, it's not complete up at the top. This arch also doesn't have a line at the bottom. This is the one that you would use if you wanted to make an arch inside one of these rectangles after, let me get all this out of the way. If you had stamped this large frame and you wanted to add an arch to it, the lines get thinner on either side plus up at the top, so it works really nicely so you don't end up over stamping and stamping outside those lines. So we've actually kind of thinned and trimmed those. So this is the one that you would use to stamp on the inside of a rectangle, or even one of these rectangles like this rectangle up here. So we've got that arch, then we've got this one here that has the lines on all 3 sides. Okay, so if you need the complete arch. This one only has the top of the arch, which is great for, you know, if I wanted to stamp an arch, let's say on top of one of these rectangles. So let's say I stamped this rectangle and then I wanted to add an arch on the top of it. That's the one I would do. We don't need the line at the bottom because we're stamping right over this line here. And what we try to avoid with these, and the reason why we have these accessory pieces, is that I don't want to be stamping a line over a line because, you know, we all know that's not going to be easy to line up, right? So that's why we added all of these pieces here to make it easy to use. So we've taken care of it and we've kind of goof-proofed it for you. So one of the things I want to look at here though is I want to look at this arch that's right here, and I want to see how it's going to line up with my arch dies. And you may not be able to see this very well, but I'm looking at it and oh my goodness. It actually lines up perfectly with this little arch. So I wanted to see how well the arch works. So it lines up perfectly with the smallest one, but it fits really nicely inside the second one there, which is probably the one that I'm going to be using then. Okay? So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to stamp some of these. I am going to stamp one of those little arches, that kind of half moon. And I'm just going to stamp these images kind of all around. I'm not going to connect them. What I'm going to do is trim them and cut them out. But I'm going to stamp them in black. Give that a little bit of a wipe. All right, give that a good ink. Stampendable. Oh my goodness, Will has 5 dogs now. You're my hero, Will. I would have 5 dogs if I could. So this is a thicker line on these stamps. It's a nice wide, thick, fat line. So it's more along the lines of solid stamping, so I am going to ink this up a couple of times. Plus it's the very first time that I'm inking. Oh, Dieta, I'm sorry. We do not have any plans of bringing the minis back. I am so sorry. All right, let's see. So I got this one. Okay, so my little arch is done. Well, I'll tell you, Will, if your minis have dried up, we do have re-inkers. If you can keep re-inking them and use them endlessly. Oh, you threw them away?
He wants to buy a set of the regular ones.
Oh, okay. Let's see, what else am I going to do here? I'm going to do a couple of these little squares here.
Diana gave you some evil faces there.
Oh, I'm... Dieta, are you yelling at me?
It's not us.
Here it is. I lost my Stampendable for a moment. All right, so I am going to ink this up again. There we go. I'm going to give that a little bit of a wipe. And then I am going to stamp this a second time. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is stamp this one. This one only has 3 sides, and I'm going to actually connect this. Oh no, and I'm just realizing right now I can't put my head in the camera.
Pull it down towards you.
Well, it's just for me to see. I'm going to go, I have to lift this up because I need to see like where my line is. So I want to make sure I get this lined up properly. I think that looks pretty good. So this one only has 3 sides. We're going to see how I did. It's easier when I can get my head right over the top of it. But something to keep in mind, this is only crafting, okay? It does not have to be absolutely perfect. So if I didn't line it up perfectly, which I didn't, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's almost perfect. I can actually just use a little bit of a marker down there and fix that. What? So here's what I was talking about. This is what I'm going to tell you. This is what I'm going to do. See that little bit of an edge right there where I didn't line it up perfectly right? I'm literally just going to take my marker and smooth that little edge. Just a little bit there. Ta-da. Now nobody knows. All right. I'm a little Miss Fix-It.
How are you going to cut those out? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to do my favorite, fussy cutting. I know, I don't normally like fussy cutting, but I'm gonna do it. And now I'm going to do a rectangle. We're going to see how we do. my plan is to make this card very Valentine-ish. Oh my goodness, Connie, she said, I asked for money for Christmas to buy the complete bundle of ink pads, ordered last Friday and received today.
Yesterday.
Oh, today? Yes, yesterday. Sorry, my computer's covering part of that. Wow. Well, enjoy. You're going to love them. I love them. I absolutely love a hybrid ink. I have no, I mean, there are times I do have some dye inks from another company because, sometimes if I shouldn't say sometimes, when I letterpress, that's when I need a dye ink because I letterpress with the hybrid ink. And here's the thing, if you, with any of your inks, if you're going to be color blending over the top of an ink, you don't want to use the same type of ink. So you need two inks if you're going to be like stamping or letterpressing with one ink, then you need a different type of ink to color blend over because inks will reactivate the same type of ink. But that's the only time that I ever have to use a different kind of ink. Everything else that I do, the hybrid works. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't have to, I never have to reach for anything else. It's awesome. Okay, so let me put this back here. And let's see, what am I going to stamp in these now? Let me grab some of these images. And the first one I'm looking at is this little arch, this little heart right here is kind of arched, which I think is really pretty. So some of the arches go up and some of them go down. And this is one that is arched over the top. And don't worry if your lines kind of overlap a little bit. We designed these so that you don't have to worry about being so perfect. I wish I could see. I can't see.
Why don't you pull it down towards you?
Because I really need to have, well,
There.
it doesn't really help me that much. To be honest with you, I'm just trying to get my head, like I'm trying to see what I'm doing. It's just hard to do sometimes when I can't put my head in the camera. Okay, so let me go like that and see. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So I'm going to ink this in black because I'm going to add color with some markers. Look how pretty. Isn't it darling?
I love these puzzle things.
I know, I love them too. They're like the coolest thing. So the illustrations are just so, so fun. Let me move this up. There's one little area in here.
We have how many now? 2 or 3 now?
This one's number 4.
That was number 4?
No, number 4 is trade show. Sorry,
Number
this
4
one's
is
number
that.
3. So we had Christmas, and now we have hearts, and we also have birthday.
Oh, okay.
So this one's number 3. And the hearts is not Valentine's. You can use it for Valentine's, but it's great for all year long because, we send love to people all the time. So I don't want you to think this is just for Valentine's Day because it is certainly not. All right, what else do we have in here? I like the word love. I'm going to put that in there. And I think I'm going to put it over here. And I want the word love to be up a little bit. That looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Oh, Myrna got the Christmas one. They're so, so fun. And the cool thing is, like, I'm inking all of this in black. But because I'm going to color with it, I'm just decided to go, with just one color in the back, for the stamping. But if you don't want to do any coloring, just choose all different inks for this. when you're stamping. And then you don't have to do any coloring at all.
So I'm trying to find a sample of that.
All right, let's see. I need another square. So I did the love. I have this little flower here that's really pretty. I have this little cupcake thing here, which is super cute. The hot tea. I'm going to do the little flowers. These are little flowers in hearts. So I'm going to do that one. There we go. Ooh, Sharon's waiting for her new crafty goodies. Andrea says, Alan, you cannot be underappreciated by any one of us here because without you, there would be no filming. You are absolutely correct. But here's my question. Why are you writing that? Was Alan complaining about being underappreciated?
Underpaid.
Underpaid?
Overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated.
Underpaid? Are we supposed to be paid? Did I miss that memo?
Apparently.
Oh.
I can't find a sample.
Let's see. So there's some more little heart things in here. Oh, look at this one with the little bird. How cute is that? And then there's this one here. I like that one. It's like a little letter. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at this one. I like this one. This one's really pretty. This one is like a big wrapped heart. That's pretty cool looking. So I'm just going to fit this in here. There we go. There we go. I keep setting my, oh, Sharon wanted me to use the bird. I keep setting my stamp pendable off to the side and forgetting where I'm putting it. Okay, there we go. All right. So everything is pretty heavily inked. Now, this is a hybrid ink that has a mix of properties. Okay, so it's a combination of a dye and a pigment ink. So it has a mix of properties. So it does have a little bit of a longer drying time. And here's what I will tell you. Since I inked everything so fully, I am going to give this a little moment, little extra time to just kind of make sure all that ink, you know, both layers dry all the way through. So I'm just going to set that aside while I move on to do some of the other parts of this project. And then I'll come back and I'll get that colored up. All right, so look how gorgeous this is. So pretty. Let's see. Clean up on aisle 4. I have to organize so I know what I'm doing. So I am going to do, here's my red. I'm going to cut this into an A2. So this is an 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to, oh my goodness, how that looks orange on that. Can you see? You've got to see the difference in color. Hopefully this looks red. That monitor is terrible.
Yeah, that monitor needs calibration.
It looks orange over there. So we have this beautiful, beautiful red.
It looks a little orangey on Facebook and YouTube. It doesn't look as
Does
good.
it look orangey?
Yeah, well, just a little bit. Well, actually,
This is very red. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous red. It's a really pretty red.
that looks pretty close.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do some die cutting. And I want to use the red to kind of trim everything. I am going to tape these down because this is, gosh, I hope I cut that properly. This is my largest scallop die, and it is very much the size of an A2. So I'm going to tape it down so it catches all the edges, and I'm going to hope that I cut my red paper properly. And Alan went and sat down again. He didn't take his cue when I said die cutting.
Oh,
So
I'm doing too many things at one time.
it's okay. I'm a big girl now. I can do it. Okay, it's quiz time. What company had a part of their tagline was "I'm a big kid now." I'm a big kid now. First person to get the name of the company correct wins a $10 gift certificate. Anybody know it? I'm a big kid now. Toys R Us, Cindy Patty got it. All right, Cindy Patty, you have won yourself a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. Please do me a favor and oh no, I chopped it off. I got to do that one again. Send us an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com, and we will get your $10 gift certificate out to you right away. I think I cut my paper too. I cut my paper wrong, so I'm gonna have to cut this again. I'm gonna go a little bit wider than A2 just to be certain, because I did not do it right. All right. See, that just fits better, doesn't it, though? All right, we're going to try this again. I'm going to reuse this one because I'm going to be cutting another one, so that's not going to be discarded. But I am going to tape this down. And redo this. Oops. Wow. Wowza. All right, so you can see now I got all of the edges on that one. All right. So that one is good. Let's see. So that means I'm going to do this one in white. That's the largest. That's going to nest in. And then if you remember when I was sizing up the little arch, the arch worked really nicely. The arch stamp worked really nicely with the second smallest of the arches. So I'm going to grab the coordinating scallop that'll go with that. Let's see if I can do this without breaking a nail. I'm not strong enough, so let me get something. I don't want to break a nail. I'm just going to pop this up here a little bit. There we go. Come on. Be gentle. Don't force it because you don't want to break anything. There we go. So the one here that didn't cut properly, I'm going to use that. Let's make sure I've got all this right. Yep. So I'm going to use this one to cut the smaller so that I'm not wasting all of that.
Okay, so
What?
who did you say was the I'm a big kid now?
I'm a big kid now. What? It's Toys R Us, isn't it? Am I
No.
wrong?
It's Huggies.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
It was Huggies? Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, what am I thinking? I had the song in my head.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. Doesn't it end in I'm a big kid now? See, I'm
Maybe.
telling you, I've got to run these things. I've got to run this stuff through Google. Well, I don't know who won then. Cindy Patty, you're still a winner though, darling. I don't know. I don't know who got it first. Oh man, I messed that up.
Samantha Thrasher.
Are you looking? All right, Alan's gonna look through and see who guessed Huggies first.
Well, Samantha Thrasher, Sharon Gullickson. Because we don't know which. So those two won.
Who? What are the names?
Sharon Gullickson.
Okay, so all right. Apparently we have 3 winners with this question. Cindy Patty, because I messed up. Sharon Gullickson.
Yes.
And who else?
The first one I told you.
Samantha. What was the name? I didn't hear her name. Did you say Thrasher or something? Samantha?
Something like that. I gotta go back through.
Okay, Alan's going to go through again. Samantha.
I should have been paying attention. I was ignoring you.
Don't ignore me.
Thrasher.
Samantha Thrasher. Okay, so 3 ladies. Sharon Gullickson, Samantha Thrasher, and Cindy Patty. Send us an email and tell me that you won the I'm a Big Kid Now, and we're going to send all 3 of you a $10 gift certificate. I am so sorry I messed that up. But on another note,
we really ought to plan this.
we really should plan this stuff out. We need to plan this stuff out because I periodically will mess these things up. Okay.
Well,
On another note, Leslie from Cobblestone Creek is in the house.
Oh, okay.
She just joined us. Welcome, my darling.
Where's she at? Oh,
She's on Facebook. Leslie, please make sure you include some links to your store. Cobblestone Creek is in Oregon, but she's got a website. So please go ahead and put links to your store, to LDRS Creative in there, and tell everybody where you're at. Okay, so this one is done. We're actually going to be doing a live card making on, I'm trying to remember the date. I have my dates all in my head. Leslie, go ahead and put the information up there about the class, because we're going to be doing a virtual class together, crafting. We did this back in, what was it, November, I think? And it was absolutely fantastic. We had so much fun. Where's my die stuff? We had a lot of fun, and Leslie and I actually crafted side by side. We used some of the same products, and we both made different projects. It was really, really fun. So please make sure you post the information about that, and let people know how they can get the bundle at your store. Let's see. Now I need the white. I'm all over the place here. So I need the white so that I can cut the layering pieces for the red. Next week, January 22nd. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I know. My dates are all over the place in my head. There's so many dates I can't remember which one is which.
Oh.
All right, let's see. So yeah, Leslie, definitely put up a link to the bundle in your store. And you can go to Cobblestone Creek's Facebook page. You can also look on our YouTube channel, on the LDRS Creative YouTube channel, and you can actually click on the little notification there so that, you're notified when we go live. But you can get your bundle ahead of time so you can craft with us too. So that could be really, really fun. Okay, so this is going to go here, just like so. How cute is that? And then I need a smaller one. I'm going to do in white as well. This one I think I'm just going to go sideways. Angle that ever so slightly.
Let me do it for you. Yeah.
Oh, no, honey, I'm already at the end of my die cutting. It's so nice of you to come over and ask, though. I appreciate it.
I can't come and save the day at the last
No, it's
second.
okay. You can just drive me to the chiropractor tomorrow.
Well, you didn't tell her when I asked you to take me to the emergency room, you wouldn't do it.
This is very true. This is very true. So, how many of you, how many women out there were able to endure childbirth at least once? Raise your hand.
What does that have to do with it?
Oh, I'll get there. Don't you worry. I will get there. So I have a little issue with my back. So I was in a car accident a number of years ago. And because of that, I have some weakness in like the muscles surrounding some of my ribs. And so the rib joint will kind of pop out and move, and it's excruciating. It's incredibly painful. And apparently I endure it very well because my husband was not familiar with really how painful it was until it happened to him the other day. It happened to him. And, it makes it hard for you to breathe sometimes because it just...
You can't breathe at all.
No, you can't breathe because when you breathe, it expands your rib cage and everything. And my point of this is women can endure so much. So we have so many women out here. So many of you are saying yes. 3 times, twice. This is everybody. We've all these women. We've all been able to, endure childbirth 1 or more times, and because women we're just so amazing, and so. My husband, I'm just trying to talk him into going to the chiropractor, which was a battle in and of itself. So then we're in the car, and I'm taking him there, and all of a sudden he's like, I need to go to the emergency room. I'm like, you do not need to go to the emergency room. You just need to get to the chiropractor. And so we went to the chiropractor, and it helped, and everything was good and everything. But my point of this is... if women can endure childbirth, you do not need to go to the emergency room because you have one rib that has moved a little bit out of place.
Well,
And then you don't need to complain, everybody, that I wouldn't rush you to the ER because of it.
it was pushing on
That's
the
all I'm
nerve.
saying.
It was painful. And I have a high threshold for pain. I married you.
Oh my goodness, my darling. Oh, let me see how this goes in here. I want to make sure I get it lined up. So I'd like to look and see how much of the scallop is supposed to show. So see, now people don't think I'm so mean. When they hear the entire story, they go, oh, pish posh. Oh, there we go. And then this one, excuse me. Laughing over here, but not because of his pain. Oh. No, the pain was not funny at all, but the some of the behavior was a little pathetic.
Yeah, I'm carrying 20 pounds of boxes with UPS for our customers.
Honey, you can't redeem yourself on this one. I love you, but but.
Okay. I will have no sympathy next time for you. No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Yeah.
No soup for you. Okay. So this is going to kind of go here, is what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking that I'm going to kind of put this over here or maybe right here. Do you like it better in the middle or off to? Well, let's build it first. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here to this, and I'm going to kind of play and color and see what happens. Where's my markers? So here's my markers. Let's see, I've got a couple of reds here. Let's see. I almost feel like I need some, I almost kind of want to have some green, but at the same time I don't. Okay, we're going to play. So I'm going to get one more red. So R35, 7, what is this one? No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm going to try this one. What are you laughing at? 32.
Sharon Gillespie.
What?
No soup for you was from Seinfeld.
Oh. No soup for you. Okay. So so I'm going to go ahead and give this little heart here some color. There we go. Now this one is, let me pop this up. This is R32. I'm just going to kind of bring that down there. Look how this little heart, and then it creates another little heart. It's so darling. Okay, so that's R32, and then I'm going to go up one to R35. And I'm just going to bring in a little bit of red in here, kind of in make these a little more red. And then I'm going to bring this in R37 just a little bit kind of at the bottom. And now just kind of work my way back a bit and blend those colors into each other, and then back to my lighter one. And just kind of bring that all together. And those areas that I left a little bit lighter kind of leave little highlights, which is kind of fun. And the paper that I'm using is Neenah Classic Crest Solar White, my go-to. Add some of this red back in with 35. Oops. That back. Sometimes when I'm blending, especially red is like the hardest to blend. And sometimes when I'm blending it, I blend out a little too much, and then I got to bring some red back in.
Sharon's asking you what your favorite pink Copic is.
Ooh, my favorite pink Copic. It's a fun little question. Oh, my favorite colors, let me see. Let me look over here real quick. One of my favorites is right here. And this one is, it's actually RV17. It's a really beautiful, bright pink.
Oh.
That's one of my favorites. It's kind of a purpley pink, So it's like a red violet, I guess, an RV. That's one of my favorites. It looks beautiful. Here's another. I love the RVs. I will tell you this. I do kind of change my mind also. This one is an RV 14, but these are, I just love that shade right there. Okay. So now I'm gonna stick with these same colors, and I'm gonna move into these other areas. Some of these I'm gonna leave a little more pink. Some of them I'm going to make a little more red, just so we have like a nice little mix of color in there. There we go. Bring some 35 in, just a little bit down here, a little bit kind of around the edges. And leave those a little more pink, I think. I'm just kind of moving that color up a little bit, just going over where the two colors come together. And then I end up leaving a little more pink on them. So it just kind of gives a little bit of a variation of color. I think it's fun. But I'm going to come in a tiny bit at the bottom again, because on some areas I feel like I blended it out a tiny bit more than I wanted. That one I don't think I touched it at all, or this one. There we go. There we go. Just gonna play with it a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to come in with the pink on this one. I'm going to leave my edges white right now, so that when I come in with the pink at the end, then that'll be even lighter. There we go. Just dab into these little, so pretty. Okay. So R35, I'm going to come in kind of up in the bottom a little bit here, and then up around the sides a bit, and just kind of leave that center pink. And then with my darker 37, just a tiny little bit in those outer areas. I'm going to leave the other those little flowers, I'm going to leave pink. Oops. Go back to my middle one, which is the 35. Blend that out a bit. Those two colors. And now I'm going to work on bringing these together. And this is going to be a little more work. And I may go back and forth between my colors a little bit, because reds can be a little tricky to blend. Now as I do this too, I'm going to be picking up some of that red on my pink brush here. So you're going to see me pushing that off on my little scrap piece of paper, because it will pick up some of that color. And I'm just kind of working it around in little circles to kind of move that color around, almost like it's paint. I need a little bit of the darker red out here. Just to kind of give it that kind of chunky look. And I'm just going to kind of come in some areas where I'm not as happy with it and just put some of that red back in. There we go. And then come in with my pink and move that around. And then I'm also kind of paying attention to like where I put the red and making sure I kind of have a nice little balance of it so it doesn't look really choppy. And where it looks choppy, I'll come back in and add some more. Okay, like choppy here, like this piece right here, it doesn't seem like the color flows very well. Like I have more red in some areas. Along there, up here, I'm missing a little bit. I just want it to kind of be a little more even around to kind of create that glow in the center. What are you doing, Alan? Yeah, reds are the hardest ones to blend, I think. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to go with my darkest red out here. For a little bit of drama. So that's R37. There we go. How's that looking? Look good? Okay, so I think we're good with those. I did bring some grays, but I don't know that I'm going to use them. I'm kind of thinking I might even do a little bit of a blue on the outside, but I don't know yet. We're going to see. I can always do that later. So from here, I'm actually, oh my goodness, I got to sneeze. I'm still getting over this little cold. And so I'm sneezing periodically. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trim, because I don't know if I'm going to need this excess little bit of paper here, so I'm not going to try and trim along there because I can't see it well enough. Just trim this little piece here, because I might need it. I don't know. But I'm just going to go along this with scissors. And I'm not going to leave a white edge. And I will tell you, here's the thing, I have arthritis in my hands. We used to sell these scissors, these Fisker scissors. These are the scissors that I have all over my studio, because all I have to do is go like this. I don't have to, it doesn't hurt my fingers at all. Because I have arthritis in my hands. And these are so easy to cut with. I love them. I have several different ones all around the studio that I craft with. Okay, so just give this a really simple little trim. Yeah, they really are wonderful scissors. Will absolutely love these. Oh, Sharon says, I like how the scissors sound. You can hear that? All right. Now here's the part that's tough for me. Little curves. Curving around is just, this is why I do not fussy cut. I don't cut like real smooth. I typically do not breathe when I'm fussy cutting, which might be a reason why I don't enjoy it too. There we go. Okay. There we go. So let's see how we're going to lay this out. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to put these up on foam, and I thought it would be cute if I laid them out like that. And let me get my foam. Look how much foam I have left on this. It's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Lori Langemeyer.
Lori Langemeyer is here.
She's asking about any news on Scrappy Chic.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be getting the marketing materials out to her. The Scrappy Chic class is going to be on February 22nd. That is in Livonia in Michigan, Scrappy Chic. I think we're starting at, I think we just decided today, we were talking about the time, and I think it's going to run, I think it's going to start at 11 a.m. But she's going to start advertising that really soon. We're just putting all those materials together to send on over to her. And that's going to be a super fun class as well. We have a lot of crafting and classes and events and things going on this year that I'm super excited about. But yes, anybody in or near Michigan, that's going to be a really fun class. Okay, so let's see. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of going like this because I think it's kind of pretty. And then if that is like that, well, this card is definitely I'm gonna lay this, well, I'm not gonna lay that flat yet because I might be doing some stamping on it just to fill those little spaces up there. And I'm thinking that this is going to go like here, maybe here. I'm not sure. Let's see. I was kind of thinking, and I know I'm taking a lot of time here with some of this, but I was kind of thinking because I want to bring some of these in as well. And so maybe I put this off to this side over here. Or maybe it just goes right in the center. I'm not sure. I could pop it right in the center and have a little bit of fun here. Because I was thinking of putting like a little sentiment down here and doing actually some really fun stamping kind of around it a little bit. We've got like the little hearts in here too. So we're going to do like a little bit of collaging, if you will. So let's do some of this now. So I have like these little hearts here that I thought would be fun to maybe stamp into light pink because we have that lighter pink here. Let me stamp it and see how the color looks with this one. Deanna says, are you coming to California? I actually am. I'm going to be doing 2 events in California. One of them is in April. One of them is in September. And I don't have, that color looks perfect. I don't have the exact dates right now, but it is happening. Should I come out here with, I'm going to put this pink out here. So let me move this one. But yes, coming to California twice.
Going back to Cali.
Going back to Cali. There we go. Look how cute. Super fun. Where I don't know the exact locations we're going to be. I know I keep saying this, but we've been so busy with the holidays and everything. We are going to be putting, I'm going to have a little events page that we're going to put on the website, and it'll give all of those details. Actually, if you go to, Linnea, you have the information on one of them, because we've been sharing that. It's the adventure one. If you want to pop that information up there, that's actually on our Facebook page. Oh, when are you coming to Hastings, UK? Oh, you're a doll.
Almost.
We are actually planning on coming to Hobby Maker this year. But I don't have dates for that just yet. Let me fix this. This one's a little crooked. All right, and this is going to go, let's see, right here. You know, oh, I don't have it with me. I'm kind of wanting, I know I'm taking a long time with this, but I'm just kind of thinking, I'm feeling like I'm going to stamp a couple little hearts in here. Little pink hearts. Just kind of for fun. Up in here. Let me just put another one over here. I don't know if they're going to show, but we'll see. A little bit. It gives us a little bit of texture, which I like. So I'm going to do two more. Just down here. It just gives us a little bit of white noise. Okay, so we may not see it all, but we're going to see something there. See how that just kind of fills that space a little bit? I think it's fun. So cute. So now we have just have those little things peeking out there a little bit. Kind of cute. Okay, now this is going to get some foam. I know I'm going way over. I'm just kind of having fun and, you know. Okay, I have a little quiz.
Do you know the answer?
I do know the answer.
Do you know the correct answer?
I do. On what television show is the term relax-a-taxi from?
I don't even know that one.
Relax-a-taxi. I do know. Relax-a-taxi.
I can guess on that one.
Because you know me. Nope, not The Simpsons. I'm watching. Yes, Joyce got it. It's from Friends. Exactly. Joyce, is it Fanoof? Joyce is our winner on that one. So Joyce, please. It was from Friends. It was actually Phoebe Buffay. Phoebe Buffay and Rachel came up with this name of a business, and it was Relax-a-Taxi, because she was going to give massages in the back of, or in her taxi. It was a mobile massage thing or something, and she was, no, it wasn't a taxi. They bought some sort of a van or something. Anyway, it was just ridiculous. So Joyce, you have won a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. If you will please send an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com, and we will get that out to you right away. Okay, so this is up on foam. This is going to go here. It looks very kind of plain right now. I need something around the sides there. And now we're going to be, you're probably wondering, when is this going to come into play? Well, it's going to come into play right now. I'm just kind of having a little fun here. Okay, let's see. I feel like I need some stuff around here. I'm actually wondering if maybe I should have stamped some of these images around just a little bit. Wouldn't that be cute? Just to kind of have, you know what, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, just stamp them around and kind of put it over.
And just kind of create some texture in the back. I could do it in, what if I did that in a light gray? I don't know. I feel like it might be too busy if I put that gray around there. Might be way too busy.
I don't think it'd be too busy.
You don't think it'd be too busy?
Mm.
Well, let me see. Like this one has like these little little heart things here. Let's see. I'm going to stamp one and see how we do. I know you guys are probably thinking, Ange, you're over time, but
You're way over time.
I know I'm way over time. But this is how I craft. This is like real crafting. This is what I do in my studio.
I'm getting paid time and a half at this point.
It's just like a really light, soft gray that I think could be kind of pretty if I stamped some of it around, but I almost feel like that needs to be a curved one. What do you think, Linnea? Should I do it? Should I stamp some of these around, or is that going to be too much? Myrna's like, try it. Why not? I'm afraid to do it in pink.
Is there another color?
Huh?
Is there another color that would work?
I don't know. All right, I'm doing it.
Oh no.
I'm doing it. I'm going to do the same one over and over around here. Oop, that's all right. Didn't ink it as well. That's okay. Oh man. I should have had him go in the other direction. Let's make this one go up. I should have had that one go up. Oh well. Live and learn.
Wasn't there that show bloopers and something?
Yeah. I should probably put it at the bottom too.
Will said, don't forget the sentiment.
It already says love on it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's my sentiment. I'm sending love. My sentiment is love. This is your card, Alan. I hope you like it.
You should give it to me now so that I have something to give you for Valentine's Day.
Oh, look at how cute that looks.
That helped a lot.
That is so darling, I have to say. Oh, my. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. This girl is on fire.
Should we take the next hour and color
I
it?
love that. No, we're not going to take the next hour and color it.
Thank goodness.
Oh, but see, this is playtime. It's playtime, folks. All right. Let's do a couple of these little things in black. Hugs and kisses. We're going to have a little fun.
What are we doing now?
What do you mean, what are we doing now?
Oh,
There you go. Imperfect. Okay, I don't want that stamped more than once. This girl is on fire. Who sings that song? Who sings that song? This girl is on fire. I'm looking for the name. I'm looking for a name. Looking for the name. The winner's going to get a gift certificate.
Samantha.
Alicia Keys. Samantha.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. Sharon Gullixson got it. She's the very first one on
Okay,
Facebook.
first.
Sharon Gullixson. Yep, it's first in line. Sharon won. Alicia Keys. She got it. All right, Sharon, you have won $10. Send me your email. Send it to LDRS Creative. Where's it go? Customer service at LDRS Creative. Let me know that you guessed Alicia Keys. This is not straight.
Doesn't need to be straight there.
No, but I wanted it to be straight. I kind of bent it a little bit. I was actually thinking that I was going to cut some of them with the dies, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to stamp them on here. So I feel like if I do any more with the die cuts on there, I think it's going to be too much. What do you say? What do you say?
I think we're good.
Not good yet. I'm going to put this on there somewhere too. I just want to have like that little postage kind of thing there. Just like a couple of times, just lightly. So you only see that little bit off the side there, because I think it looks kind of cool. It's just fun. I'm sorry I'm keeping you guys here so long, but I'm enjoying it. And let's see if there's anything else. Sending love, stamped with love. What is this one? This one's a special delivery. I'm going to do a special delivery too.
Oh, you're killing me.
I'm killing you. How am I killing you? Special delivery. Right there.
I got one for you.
What?
Speedy delivery.
Speedy delivery.
Yes.
Is that what Speedy Gonzalez? Is that what he does?
No.
Speedy
what
delivery?
Is that from?
Is that from something?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You can write down what it's from because I have no idea what it's from. So you need to write it down somewhere so I know. Now I'm going to take this little, just the end of this thing here and kind of put it over here. Just a little bit, just to give it that little loop there because I think it's pretty. So it has that little bit of texture. And I think we're about done. I like these little map things. I never know where to put them, so I'm going to put one on here. I'm going to test it out. Look at that little kiss. Look how cute that is. So that's going to go right here. So fun. Okay. So literally just grabbing stamps and having fun. And look at that. Look at all that extra just texture and interest and just so, so cute. I love it. That, my friends, is stack and collage puzzle style. How fun. That's really what, that's why the puzzle stuff is all considered an extension of the stack and collage. Because we're literally just creating these collages and having fun. And you can mix and match all of this stuff together. And it just really expands your collection. When you pull these together and just kind of figure out different ways to use them. Everything in stack and collage. So we've got puzzles, stack and collage, postage collage, all of these things. They can all be played with together, mixed and matched. And they're just so much fun. And granted, this took me a little while, but I'm just kind of playing and talking, and it's been so relaxing. And I just love hanging out with you guys and doing this. There we go. There we go. We're done. Look at that. That's so cool. So fun. So we have those little pink hearts up in here. We have more pink hearts in here. So we've balanced the pink. We have the beautiful red. It's all framed. I think that gray turned out so cool. I love that it's so unevenly stamped too. It's just so, creative and rustic looking. And then all of those little collage stamps. It's just darling. I love it. And I stopped scratching. Yes, see, my mind was taken off of all the scratching. Oh, Tony, you're hilarious. Thank you. So fun. Doesn't it kind of look like a jukebox? Now that I look at it, it looks kind of like a jukebox. But anyway, it is so cool. Really, really fun. Okay. All right, everybody. Alan, you want to switch the camera back?
Yeah.
All right, so that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we went over time, so for those of you that stuck with me, I really appreciate it. But I love creating cards like this. The stack and collage is such a cool concept, if I do say so myself. I just think it's so, so neat. I love it. Every single card can be unique. You get to mix and match all of your products. And keep in mind, this heart set, this doesn't have to be for Valentine's Day. I could have colored this up in any other color scheme and it wouldn't look Valentine's-ish. Okay, so you can do it for Valentine's, or you can just do it because you want to send somebody a card that says, hey, you know what, this is how I feel about you. I'm thinking of you. Maybe you don't even put the word love there. Maybe you do it, we've even got like girlfriend collage stuff. You could do something really fun like that for your best friend or something. So they're just so much fun. I love them. So yes, the jukebox of love, Will says. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for laughing at Alan and with me. I appreciate it. All righty. Yes, we will be back next week. I have no idea what I'm going to be crafting with, but we will get a bundle out there and we'll get everything announced as soon as we can. So again, here's my card. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Happy Valentine's, honey. Have a great night, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. We will see you next week. Bye.